My name's David Willey. I'm the curator here at the Tank Museum in Bovington in Dorset. The tank behind me comes from the film that's being released this weekend, War Horse by Steven Spielberg. This is a replica tank that was built especially for the film, and the designers from a company called Neil Corbould Special Effects came down to the Tank Museum to copy and replicate one of the Mark IV tanks we have inside the museum here. Now, they built a very, very good replica to a very high standard, even though it's actually only seen for moments in the film itself. Now, after the film was made, the special effects company let us know they'd built this tank to such a high standard. We went and saw it, and we realised very quickly that this met a need that we had here at the museum. Those of you who know the museum's collection, you'll know that we've got the best collection of First World War vehicles remaining in the world. The trouble is they're getting so old and very delicate now that we don't feel we would be right to actually run them, to put them at risk by actually running them, even though two of them are actually still in pretty much working order. So we've been looking for a number of years at the project or the possibility of actually building a good quality replica tank. With the 100th anniversary of the First World War coming up, we know we want to see one of these classic rhomboid shaped vehicles driving around. So when this vehicle was offered to us, we went, we had a look at it, we were very impressed by it, and we were keen to snap it up. So the museum has actually purchased this vehicle at a very reasonable rate from the special effects company, and we hope to be able to see this vehicle driving around here across the summer, and certainly at our Tank Fest event at the end of June in 2012. This replica, the details of which were copied from our Mark IV inside the Tank Museum, the designers chose very cleverly an excavator vehicle to actually use the track, the engine and hydraulics, and they've converted and built that into the running system for this vehicle. But they've then built a structure which they put the metal plating on, so it does really look very effectively like a proper First World War tank. And as we've seen the vehicle running today, what's impressive is it not only has the presence of a genuine First World War vehicle, the way it slightly waddles, its manoeuvring, its speed, everything very much replicates all the footage we've had, and also the members of staff here have actually driven genuine First World War vehicles. It really fits in very well with that. So we're very impressed by the authenticity that the special effects company have been able to get to put a vehicle together like this. That the sound may be vaguely different, but everything else about it really looks the part. The tank only appears very briefly in the film, but it's quite an important moment because the tank is there really to symbolise modern warfare. A lot of the armies began World War I feeling or thinking it was going to be a battle not dissimilar to those battles that had been fought in the 19th century. But the nature of modern industrialised warfare led to the trench system, led to this static nature of warfare where the horse was just out of its depth. Even though it was still used in vast numbers for supply, on the actual battlefield its days seem to have gone, and the tank is really there as an indicator, as a symbol of that passing of the horse. We're going to put the tank on display in the museum from the weekend of the 14th of January, so you'll be able to see this vehicle pretty much next to the vehicles that it's been copied from. So you'll be able to see original First World War tanks with this one. And the ultimate aim is we're going to be involving this vehicle in a new exhibition in a year and a half's time, where you'll be able to come and see how it's part of that story of the transformation of the horsed cavalry into armoured forces that starts in the First World War and continues into the 1920s and 30s.